This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
His father survived the attack on Pearl Harbor. Wallace Boyle talks to our Lisa Sugart about that day and more next. Good evening, and thank you for joining us at SSPTV News. I'm Ken Kara. Watch us in HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513 and anywhere, anytime with the Samsung Productions app. Let's get to Thursday's top stories from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Today marks the 76th anniversary of the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. President Franklin Delano Roosevelt called it a date which will live in infamy. One of those who survived it was the late Wallace Boyle Jr. of Hazleton. His son Wally tells us that he will never forget how that day changed his father's life.
Growing up, pancakes was one of the things he would never eat because he was at the mess hall getting a plate of pancakes when the first bombs landed. Then he would tell us stories about being underneath vehicles, seeking shelter from the planes that were strafing the fields and everything else. And when you're in that situation, you don't think about the things they want to take out are the vehicles and are the other planes. So where they were going for protection was really putting themselves in danger. And he just would tell us all kinds of stories, how the ammunition and the rifles and everything were all locked up, and they couldn't find the officers that were in charge of it because everybody was scattered, because nobody knew that this attack was coming. It was, totally by surprise.
Do you think people today are being lax on history and not paying attention to the significance of that day? And we've lost a lot of those veterans, your dad included. So do you think people still respect what happened that day?
The world culture, we've all seen on TV, the professional players that have been taking stands and stuff. These people that have served our country have really taken time out of their lives to make sure that we can enjoy what we have now. A lot of people want to change the past and forget about it and change things that really aren't what was meant back in the day when it actually happened. And that's really a shame. If we don't learn from our past, where are we going to go in the future and repeat those same mistakes? And that's why the past and the history is there. That's why we learn it in school, and that's why we can't forget it. And these people served our country to protect us and make sure that we still have the freedoms we have, and people need to remember that, and we can't forget what they do.
And we had the privilege of interviewing the late Wallace Boyle Jr. prior to his passing in 2012. Well, on a much lighter note, a new event kicks off this weekend, and organizers hope it will become a holiday tradition in our area. Lisa Sugart has more.
If you're looking for a wonderful old-fashioned Christmas celebration, well, Hazel Township is the place to be this coming Sunday. It is the first ever a community Christmas at Community Park. Very nice name. And Mike DeCosmo is with the Unico Club of Hazleton, and he is here to tell us all about it. This is in conjunction with the Hazel Township Recreation Authority and your organization. So first-time event.
First-time event, Lisa. It was sort of hatched. The Unico organization really had a lot of momentum going from our annual Unico Italian Festival in September. It was held at Community Park. We said, what can we do next? And frankly, it's a pretty big undertaking just for Unico, but we got the Recreation Authority at Hazel Township involved, and they've just been absolutely fabulous. And what we did was, if anyone in this area has ever been down to Beaver Meadows, and I have to give them their shout out, I think that's one of the nicest events that goes on in the area every year, and we're doing a lot of the same things that you'll see at Beaver Meadows. We're adding a little bit more, but just something to bring the entire community together.
Now this is at Community Park, which is a great location, and you said it's going to be decorated.
Oh, it's wait till you see the job they've done already with the lights, the trees that we've had donated. I mean, Community Park is being totally transformed for this event. I mean, you're going to be really impressed.
So there's a little bit of dusting of snow coming Friday, I think, or something. So winter wonderland for the event on Sunday, but it's going to be beautiful.
That's what we're hoping for. Just the dusting, nothing major, but if we get about a half inch out there, it'll be fabulous. Yeah.
All right, so now there's a lot of things to tell you about. There's horse-drawn carriage rides, and you said they're free for the children.
Yeah, we did get the same horse-drawn carriage ride. Actually, they have down at Beaver Meadows. It's through Libby's, and they do a great job. And again, for all the children, anyone under 12 is going to get the ride for free. There is going to be a contribution for anyone, all the adults who do go on, and that's more for crowd control than anything else. But pretty much everything we're doing there, Lisa, is free. There's going to be Santa Claus, there's going to be Mrs. Santa Claus, there's going to be Olaf, there's going to be the Grinch. And again, every child's going to leave with a very nice gift. We've gotten some real nice donations. We're going to be making s'mores. We're going to have cookies. We're going to have hot chocolate. And again, I want to keep emphasizing free. You know, and these are all events. We have some fabulous entertainment lined up. The Penn State cheerleaders are going to be there. We have a DJ who's going to be doing Christmas music all day. We have strolling carolers. It's something that we're very hopeful about. But first time, you know, there's always some growing pains and there's going to be a learning curve, but we hope it turns out to be a great event.
You must bring your camera so you can get photos with Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Well, we have some hands-on stuff for the kids where they get to make their own reindeer food. We do have a snowball, not real snowballs, but the soft snowballs, or they could probably throw them at the Grinch. You know, we'll line up the Grinch, and we picked this up for some of the events they have down Hershey Park. So again, some different twists, some nice things for the kids, and I think really if the weather cooperates, a good time should be had by all.
All righty, there's going to be carolers, there's a tree lighting as well.
We hope to make it an annual event. And one other shout out I must give, Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, and the other characters going to be arriving on the Hazel Township fire truck. So the fire department is very involved. They're providing lighting, so it should be a very safe event.
All right, sounds like a lot of fun. We hope to see you at Community Park this Sunday from 4 till 8.
Thanks, Lisa. And it's day number 4 of our 13 Days of Christmas giveaway from SSPTV, the Laurel Mall, and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. For 13 days, one lucky winner will be drawn from the many entries dropped off at the Laurel Mall. Let's check out tonight's prize. On the 4th day of Christmas, SSPTV gave to me a 3-month elite membership to Core Fitness, which includes all classes and joining fees, plus a t-shirt. Our winner tonight is Fran Metz of Hazleton. Congratulations, Fran. My people will call your people. Stay tuned for more great prizes as we celebrate the 13 days of Christmas. Who's in for Italian night at Frankie's? Raise your hand. Here's Janine with the details.
Well, you hear it all the time. There's nothing to do. There's nowhere to go. We want to get groups together and no one wants to go out. Well, now there is a safe place that you can go and really hang out with the family and get a bite to eat. We're back here with Lauren Sacco. She's one of the owners of Frankie's Pizzeria right here on Wyoming Street in Hazleton. And you have what's called an Italian night.
Yes, we do it on the second Tuesday of every month. Begins at 6 o'clock. It's a bring your own bottle event, and we serve an Italian style meal. It comes with an appetizer, salad, a dinner where you pick your meat or your fish, followed with dessert. Everything all included, $24.95 a head. And we have a different entertainment each month. Last month we had Mr. Lou and Richie Molinaro. We were pretty packed. It was a good house, good full house, I should say. This month coming up for December, we will have Santa and karaoke. And it's going to be on December 12th at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
So if you follow our Facebook page, we post the menu up on there. And if for some reason you don't like the menu, if it's on the menu, a grilled sandwich, a hoagie, will accommodate you that way as well.
All right, so you can leave your kitchens clean. It happens once a month on Tuesdays. It's a nice time to come out. Really, even if you have a girls group or you have a gang that goes out, it's a nice environment. You could sit, chat. I know we used to do that every Sunday at my grandmother's when she was alive.
Yep, it's reservation only. So this way you call ahead, say you have a table of 6, 8, 10, whatever your group is, we will accommodate. And it's first come, first serve. We cut the list off at 50.
All right, so join us here at Frankie's Pizzeria. They are 21 years young this year that they've been in this location. I can't believe it. And we're here each and every week here on SSPTV News.
Thanks, Janine. And each Thursday, you have a chance to win a box of 12 slices of Frankie's Cold Pizza. Call 570-459-9813, extension 104. Leave your full name and number, and we'll pick a winner at random. And Frankie's Pizza Express is back, delivering cold pizza door to door. Before we take a break, let's talk pancakes. What an easy way to help out big brothers, big sisters in our area. Eat pancakes this Saturday. Stop in at Applebee's in West Hazelton from 8 until 10 a.m. It's $7 per person and $4.50 for kids. Well, coming up, it's a winter sports preview with the editor of the Standard Speaker, Dave Seaman. This is SSP TV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazelton Standard Speaker.
I'm very pleased to welcome to our studios today the brand new superintendent of the Hazelton Area School District, Mr. Brian Uplinger. Also joining us today, our good friend Terry Redwinski. She is the president of the Hazelton Area Education Support Professionals, here to talk about the recent celebration and recognition, National Education Support Professionals Day. So this was a big day for the people who are part of that organization. So I guess let's start at the beginning. Tell us who is included in that organization in the Hazelton Area School District.
Okay, included in our organization are the secretaries, the coordinators, paraprofessionals, food service workers, and bilingual liaisons.
So this is a large number of people. You said over 300 people are members.
Yes, we have 314 members.
So now on November 15th, you celebrated the National Day, and there was a dinner at Capriati. So why was it important to recognize this day and to recognize the people who are part of it?
Well, many times the support staff, they kind of work behind the scenes, so they're not really recognized for what they do. So we feel that it's really important that we let them know what they do, their roles in the classrooms, within the schools, and the importance of them educating the whole child.
Very good. Well, Mr. Uplinger, I know you are new to the Hazelton Area School District. Congratulations on your new position. So you're getting familiar with all of these wonderful people, but you know from your past work with other school districts how important of a role they play. So what would you like to say about these members of this organization?
Oh, most definitely. They are an extreme importance to the district, and as Ms. Redwinski said, that they do work behind the scenes, but in a lot of cases, they are the front line. They're the first face that a lot of our students see. They're the last face that a lot of our students see at the end of the day. They're a blessing to the district. They do so many things for us, and we wouldn't be able to do the work that we do without them.
Now, you do some great things. So you recognized people at this dinner recently at Capriati's. Tell us about some of the good deeds that the organization recently did. I know you're always doing nice things and collecting money and different things for nonprofit organizations. So tell us a little bit about the recent ones.
Okay, this year we decided to work with the bags for Brandon's Forever Home, and we also worked with the Palermo Heart to Heart Foundation Beads of Courage fundraiser. So we provided pajamas and things and backpacks and all of that stuff for the bags, and we also were able to raise just over $500 for the Beads of Courage for sick children.
Why is it so important for the members of the organization to want to help, in addition to helping the children in the classroom all the time? Why is it important for them to do things for the community?
Because they are our children. So, you know, even that we're not their moms and dads, we're with them sometimes more hours in the day than their parents are with them. And so we try to, you know, be a part of their life. And when they're sick, you know, we feel it as well. So we want to help them any way that we can.
Well, tell them our congratulations. Keep up the good work, not only what they do day to day in the classroom, but what they do for the community as well. And Mr. Uplinger, thank you so much for being here to speak the praises of this nice organization. We hope you'll come back and talk with us often.
Oh, I most definitely will, and it was my pleasure being here today. Thank you.
Alrighty. Nice having the people here from the Hazelton Area School District. We hope to bring you more news very shortly.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
It's going to be cold, but our friend the sun is going to be hanging out with us the next few days. Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight it will be partly cloudy. We'll have a low of 20 degrees. And then on Friday, a mostly sunny day, highs in the mid-30s. At night, mostly cloudy, low of only 16. Saturday, partly sunny, high of 34 degrees. Saturday night, we have a 20% chance of some snow showers, mostly cloudy, low of 20 degrees. Sunday, partly sunny, high of 29. At night, mostly cloudy, low of 18. Monday, partly sunny, high of 35. At night, 40% chance of snow, mostly cloudy, low of 25 degrees. And now the green screen, your midday winning lottery numbers: pick 2, 2, 6, pick 3, 7, 1, 4, pick 4, 2, 4, 6, 5, pick 5, 7, 4, 0, 1, 8, and the wild number is 3. We'll discuss the college football playoff and some local basketball after this break.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
Previously on SSPTV Sports, I had a chat with Standard Speaker Sports editor Dave Seaman and our John Eric Poli about this year's Heisman Trophy finalists. Today, part 2 of our discussion as we hit on the college football playoff and local winter sports. What I'd like what the college football playoff does, what I feel they do, is they don't just look at numbers. I mean, that's part of it, but I think there's coaches in that room. They look at these teams on film and they say, hey, we feel these are the top 4 teams without a doubt in the country. I think maybe the Heisman should do that a little bit too. So you think they got the top 4 teams right?
Yeah, I do think they, just based on what happened last year with Penn State. I mean, same argument. You know, you had 2 losses. You had a big loss in conference play. People forget Penn State lost that game to Michigan when they were, banged up. They were injured. And, they lost that game by 39 points, I believe. But Michigan was a top 5, top 10 team at that time. The team Ohio State lost to Iowa wasn't ranked at the time. Yeah, granted, it's a tough place to play. Penn State found that out, but Penn State was able to win at Iowa, and Ohio State didn't just lose at Iowa. They lost by 31 points, 55-24. So obviously it came down to that game, and if Ohio State even plays a competitive game against Iowa, I think they're right in the running with Alabama, but they didn't look good in that game, and that stuck. And again, late in the season, it left a lot of impression on the committee.
So final college football playoff rankings. Notre Dame comes in at number 14 as we're talking about teams with tough schedules. John, fair? I mean, 3 losses. They did have the 3 losses, but they played one heck of a tough schedule. And they did get beat pretty bad by Miami.
Yeah, you can't put a 3-loss team in now there's more 3-loss teams than, but in a situation like that, there's all those teams in those Power 6, is that what they refer to?
The New Year's 6 games.
New Year's 6, that's it. They deserve to be there. They're all 10-2. They're in big conferences. I mean, maybe Central Florida. Central Florida's undefeated, though. I mean, you got to tip your hat to an undefeated team. They got that right. Notre Dame's in a good spot there against LSU, and I mean, hopefully they get the win there, because if not, Brian Kelly might not have a job next year. It's a very, very good possibility. So,
Dave, the Standard Speaker continues their winter sports preview through this Friday?
Yes, they'll be continuing to the opening day of the season, which is Friday.
Dave, as you're doing these previews, what stood out to you? I mean, storylines, you look at the Mono area girls basketball team maybe ready for another run. MMI with Philip Byriel have, a big talent there as well. What really stood out to you?
There are 2. Those are definitely 2 of the storylines. Mono area girls, they're at the position where they were, a couple decades ago when they won state championships or were competing for district championships every year under Joe Alansky. They have a program now under Tom Schuler that's going to be competitive, and they're still relatively young, so it's an exciting program to watch. You look at the Hazleton area boys this year, with all that talent and size coming back too, and I saw them scrimmage against Holy Redeemer. Granted, it's a smaller school, Holy Redeemer, but they really, showed a little bit of what they can do. A lot of talent, like I said, on that team. And, I think this is the year that Coach Joseph has been pointing toward for some time right now. They won 21 games last year, won the district championship, but didn't get in the state tournament. So there's a little bit of chip on their shoulder not getting there. Rebuilding year, coaches don't like to use that word. I've found that out more and more. They load that word, but Marion, won a district championship, but lost a bunch of players, brought a whole new group of players in. Tamaqua has some exciting players back. The Mono area boys, Ethan Eichhorst, excited to get started down there. Shenandoah Valley has a whole new turnover in their roster, and North Schuylkill has some interesting kids back too. And you go north, and Crestwood, another guy hates the word rebuilding. I found out this past week, Mark Atherton, but he always has a competitive team at Crestwood, so it's an exciting time on that side. And then the girls, Joe Gabbio has some potential. Steve Stallone talked about the potential of the Hazleton area girls team, and that's a relatively young team, but an exciting team as well.
And Dave, one thing as I was reading through your previews when I was reading that Hazleton area basketball one, Adrian Otero, star linebacker and running back for the football team there, will be playing basketball again this season.
Yeah, and another thing too, I'm thinking of girls. So yeah, Adrian's going to be an asset too. But for the girls, MMI back this year too, and with Cy Fulton this year too, and hopefully they could get a couple wins, get some confidence back in the program, and he's the guy to do it. The guy is just full of energy, loves basketball so much, and I watched his teams play when he was coaching at Hayfie, and he had some powerhouse teams, and they're always exciting teams, and I know he brings that level of excitement to MMI girls basketball.
Dave, I enjoyed in that MMI girls preview when you were talking with the coach, and he kind of said, hey, I was training some of the girls at the Freeland Y. They didn't have a coach, and I said, all right, I'll do it.
Yeah, he said, like, he was just saying, well, I'll help you out and everything, but if nobody applies, I'll take the job or something like that. And guess what? Nobody applied, and that's what happened. He ended up with the girls' job, and I said he'll do a fine job there because he loves basketball. There aren't many guys like that anymore, that old school basketball gym rat mentality, and he's definitely a treat, and let's see what the girls can do.
So we have Cy Fulton and Joe Flanagan at MMI in Freeland. That should be a lot of fun covering those teams.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Joe always has excitement. Joe brings it every night, and his kids are very competitive. You don't look at their record when you see Joe Flanagan's teams play. Always well disciplined. They know what they're doing offensively, and now they have that big man in Philip Byreal in the middle, who he could be a force, a 6'8", legitimate 6'8" kid who's still learning the game too, and he's only going to get better.
He's the first person in a while I made sit in a chair while I was interviewing him, Dave, because I was like, all right, enough with these high shots. And hey, you have to give MMI and Joe Flanagan credit too. They play a really tough schedule where you have to stay focused when you play these bigger programs as you get ready for your run at a district championship. Well, Dave, we appreciate your time this week. Make sure you're reading the Standard Speaker for those winter sports previews. John, this was a lot of fun. Maybe around bowl time we'll have to bring another chair and get Ron Marchetti. We'll talk some Notre Dame and Penn State football.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. We'll start today's social report with the Holy Rosary Parish in Hazleton hosting a free community luncheon on Saturday, December 9th from 11 a.m. until 12 noon in the community room of the church located at the lower level. If you have any questions, you can contact Carolyn Szymanski at 570-455-6390. And the MPB Community Players are having their Christmas pageant at 4 local churches. The event schedule is listed on your screen. Production for the show is free, but there will be a Goodwill collection. If you have any questions or need more information, you can call the number on your screen. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Christopher John Demko of Upper Lehigh. Mass is Monday at 9:30 a.m. at Our Lady of the Immaculate Conception Parish. Friends may call Sunday from 5 to 8 p.m. at the McNulty Funeral Home in Freeland. Anthony F. Casarda of Ebervale. Services will be private under the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home in Hazleton. Dorothy Listiak of Hazleton. A gravesite service will be held Saturday at 2 p.m. at Saints Peter and Paul Slovak Lutheran Cemetery. The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home in Hazleton is in charge of the arrangements. And George F. Pettit of Hazel Township. Friends and family may call Monday from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home in Hazleton. Attention pay-per-view subscribers! If you see your name now on SSPTV News, you can call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is James DeFuso of Hazleton. Call now and leave a message at 570-455-7267 extension 104 for your free movie.
Remember to eat pancakes this weekend, this Saturday at Applebee's. Stop in West Hazleton from 8 a.m. till 10 a.m. to help out big brothers, big sisters in our area. I uploaded a little preview of the Out of Left Field holiday special to the SSPTV Facebook page. Like that page and check it out. We'll be back here again tomorrow. More giveaways as the 13 days of Christmas roll on. I'll see you then. Take it easy, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.